Alright everybody, so I got the skulls glued in and I got some of the super clear deep pour 24-hour poured over it. So hopefully here within the next couple of days I'll be able to go ahead and run this through the planer and move forward. Hey everybody, I'm at the workshop and I got a couple projects I'm going to finish up. But I did forget to bring my stand again. So I will come back whenever we get back to my home shop, the garage, and start sanding. Alright guys, so as you can see, I rounded off the corners here with the sander. And my next step is I'm going to bring out the router table and I'm going to router these around before I sand this down. Alright everybody, so as I said in one of my other videos, I'm doing a lot of these today. I'm doing a lot of sanding. But I got this one up to about 80 grit. I've got, well, you can't really see them, they're not a whole lot, but a couple of little pits here. Looks like the wood is, well, maybe one or two. But yeah, I'm going to fill these in with some CA glue after I wipe it down with some denatured alcohol. And I'm going to sand this up to about 400 grit. And we'll come back after that. Alright everybody, so I got this sanded up to about 400. We're going to take some denatured alcohol. We're going to wipe this down real quick. Oh. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wipe the bottom off as well. But I'm not going to do that on camera. But whenever I come back, this will be set up on a couple of stands with some painter's tape on the bottom. And we'll be ready to do the flood coat. Alright everyone, so I'm doing two videos at once with this. So instead of doing the flood coat, I decided, since my Danish oil I found out was food safe, and since I don't need this for a while, it'll give it plenty of time to dry. However, I couldn't get it open, so I had to pop it open. So I tested it on this one, which, as you can see in the corner here, it looks really good. This is another video I've been working on for well over a year. But since I had to pop the Danish oil open, I'm using one of these little bottles you can get at Michael's. And I know you guys have seen me use these before with some other stuff, like my OB Shine juice and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and pour a little bit on here. Ooh, a little bit more than I wanted to pour, but let's go. And I do have tape on the bottom of this because I wholeheartedly intended to do the flood coat. Since this is looking so nice on here, I'm going to do this on a couple of others that I'm working on as well. So hopefully it continues to look this well on the others as well. Alright, I'm going to see what happens with this, and we'll be back. Well everyone, I thought I was about done with this to where I could put the feet on it and call it good. Due to the cold weather, it's taken forever for this thing to cure, and now that it's cured, I notice there's a little smudge mark here. So I have to do another sanding and then do another coat on this one. The good news is I'll be able to do this inside. We have a room upstairs that isn't in use right now that actually has access to a bathroom that has one of those vents, so I'll be able to do this inside to where this should cure up faster. I have a few other ones that I'm working on as well. Some of them I don't think will need, excuse me, will need to be recoated. So I'll be able to finish those up pretty quick. But for the most part, this thing is almost done, finally. All right, everybody, so all I got left to do is put the feet on there. I don't really want to bore you guys with me doing that, so what I got is I got these feet that I got off of Amazon. You get a pack that's good enough for 3 cutting boards with 4 feet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure, aim the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure in about 1 inch from each side. Then I'm going to take my punch a hole. I'll go ahead and show you what I'm doing real quick while I'm doing it. I'll do 1. Now, this is going on the resin. This is where this one's going to end up being, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I got this drill bit that is marked with how deep I need to drill. So I'm going to drill that hole in there. There we go. Got a little divot mark there, but I'll drill in about that deep, and then before I screw these in the parts here with the resin, I'll drop a couple drops of some CA glue down in there, so that way it holds the screw in place. Now I go ahead and measure the other 3 corners out and get these screwed in, and I'll come back after I get these feet put on. Alright guys, and I don't know if you can see the transition with the red rum. There you go, now you can. At least I can in the camera anyway. But so this one was specifically made up for Mad Monster, which I believe when this goes up it'll be Mad Monster weekend, so I'll probably do another video as well from Mad Monster. After we get set up and everything, I may just walk around the vendor area real quick, show you my table, and then walk around and so you guys can see some of the other vendors that are going to be there. I kind of want to do this Friday night as well. However, Friday night's the first night. Yeah, so this will be Friday's video. So yeah, so tonight will be the first night that they're open. So there'll be a lot of people walking around and everything already. So I really don't want to get out there and run around with the crowd and leave the table. So I'll do a quick walkthrough Thursday after everything gets set up and everything, and we can go from there. But yeah, this was one I wanted to specifically make for Mad Monster, so I call this the murder board. I'll try and get some pictures up here at the end, and but yeah, this is part 2. I'll put a link in the description below to part 1. If you watched this far and you like what you saw, if you didn't like what you saw, I'm making a few other cutting boards and stuff like that, so there'll be some more pictures going up here soon on my Instagram and my Facebook, if they're not already up by now. Yeah, so share the video, comment on it. If you comment on it, tell me if you've done a cutting board with some stuff embedded in it, and tell me if you've had the same issue where whenever you went to plane it down or sand it down, you got into the items that you put in there and what you did to fix it. I'd love to hear how you fixed it. Not really happy with the fact that I had to router these out to put these back in, but I mean, it still looks cool if you ask me. But let's get you a closer look here. Yeah, and you can kind of see through the bottom. Well, I guess you can on my side anyway. um, anyway, guys, you want to see more of my videos? Hit the subscribe button down on the bottom. On the other side, hit the bell. YouTube will let you know whenever I do a video. And we're getting close to 500, or no, we're getting close to 300. So if we hit that 500 mark, I'm going to do a giveaway. So I'll do a video of me making something, and whatever it is I make, that's going to end up being what I give away. I have an idea on what I want to make, but we'll see how things go. But again, guys, for those of you who have subscribed, I appreciate it. And until next time, have a good one.